Also, Richard is in. Call me Nor. June 5th. Silence followed by. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Councilmember Byerly.
Here.
Councilmember Upland.
Here.
Councilmember Missouri.
Here.
Councilmember Brinker.
Here.
Councilmember Moore. Here. Mayor Long.
Here. Approval of minutes for the May 15th meeting. Second. Motion for a second. Second, please. Call for vote.
Councilmember Byerly.
Yes.
Councilmember Upland.
Yes.
Councilmember Missouri.
Yes.
Councilmember Stevens.
Yes.
Councilmember Brinker.
Yes.
Councilmember Moore.
Yes.
Mayor Long.
Yes. Public comments and requests.
Greg made.
Today's comments.
So I just wanted to update you on those that, in May, we got with post offer prior to everything, the relocation of the water main and the issue to your project. Indicated the money that the place where they made is not in a very a lot that we need to project. We completed the application for permit, we did all the least fit all along we did all that so suburban still knows base code, the possibility of the city as well. And our attorney we're using hasn't completed a lot of that other happens because we haven't do it. I got an email on June 1st from Chris Taylor, legal counsel for 12 o'clock, and he indicated an email with off the sale laws and not anything. We not receive anything in writing. I'm not sure that you should, but prior to that, 25. Cover
please. All right. I'm fairly flexible. Was a inspector on the site? Any first.
If you think it was wrong, you didn't notify him. Because I believe it's all. That's part of it. Yeah. For the second, third, wrapping it. Okay. Mark. That's right. That's been made clear and the business. Don't need to do the company. Support. No, we have negative $270,000. You want the water bill to go forward. Urban Bank. That's our customer. There's an expensive line. That's where it seems that for customers. That's been addressed. Don't have to be. Urban water. Right. part of that is, well, never been charged. There's no. Right. Is still. It's like your other one.
Already heard the argument already said. Coming back to us and asking us again. Hoping that the answer.
The other point is, it's already gotten into the hands of both citizens that yet, I would just, I don't think it would be. Otherwise, we're gonna have this same argument over and over again.
Knowing what Robert Henry Fox.
Not go to you and say, oh, what is it? Say this is. We've already given our opinion. What you write. Don't believe and tell you what you're. So that can get in serious trouble with us.
I just, find it very difficult to believe that Henry called Tony. Right. Tony. So they want to confirm that Henry did contact. the department. But
Anything else? Plus. Got it.
Spring training. Hopefully, really. Streets.
That is the way it's been, because they put the one wide on the end of Peppers, so they take that first half of the block.
So then
Take
they
the alley, so
Yes, Marshall. And the handbook. Okay.
it does say walk.
Well,
Trying to be quick.
let the streets come up to me, and I just didn't wanna have the wrong.
Satisfied you?
Right.
Go ahead.
They here. Have they restricted the sidewalk to Washington the day before? They can't have, because the city of always had to walk. I would. No, the way it's written, I would not,
Still, much is always.
all the way from Washington,
Yeah.
really? Huh. One get that.
There's an alley.
Yeah, I know that, but I don't remember the sidewalk along water. But if you say it was there, that. Well, I go every year. I know this, but I know from J Street. To has to be gallery. I could go.
Sorry. Question. Hopefully.
Fire.
Yes.
Humphrey.
Yes.
Porter.
yes,
Stevenson.
Yes. 4C, consideration of resolution of 2023-18.
The Cross Library is requesting. On page. in October, there-
Switch now. Motion for a second. Question. Vote.
Councilmember Riley.
Yeah.
Councilmember Conklin.
Yeah.
Councilmember Missouri.
yes,
Stevenson.
Yeah.
Councilmember Brinker.
Yes.
Councilmember Morris.
Yes.
Mayor Long.
Yes. 4D, consideration of resolution of 2023-19.
Relay for Life for Clinton County, is requesting a banner to be hung from June 9th through June 25th, and that is pending if, PennDOT can, approve it that quickly. And we'll get that installed as soon as we get the PennDOT approved.
Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
Motion, on the floor, and a second. Any further discussion? Question? Call for the vote, please.
Councilmember Byerly.
Yes.
Councilmember Conklin.
Yes.
Councilmember Missouri.
yes,
Councilmember Stevenson. Councilmember Brinker.
Yes.
Councilmember Morris.
Yes.
Mayor Long.
Yes. 4E, use of Grove Street for locking the jams.
The LH Jams, and the Arts Council is requesting to have street artists, create chalk art on Grove Street between Willard's Alley and Main Street. And the artwork will come off. It is not, permanent. It's made with like chalk and a mixture of tempera paint. And they are willing to, like if we have a really long dry spell and there's no rain, they'd be willing to wash it off.
Do I have a motion? Second. Motion on the floor and a second.
As long as there's not a chalk art that looks like a big hole that you're gonna drive into. Or walk into, that 3D,
That is free.
yeah.
That's the only
Don't put any more potholes in that we don't already have.
I'm assuming that's only commentary, it's not part of
That makes, yeah, that's beautiful art though on the examples that they gave it, that's
Yeah.
outstanding.
We have a motion on the floor and a second. Any further discussion? Call for the vote.
Councilmember Riley,
Yes.
Councilmember Conklin.
Yes.
Councilmember Missouri,
yes,
Councilmember Morris.
Yes.
Mayor Long.
Yes. Or F, use of Triangle Park.
The Clinton County United Way is requesting the use of Triangle Park on July 8th from 11 to 2 with the rain date of July 9th for their annual community event where they host all of their vendors showcasing all of their services. This is a free to the public.
Do I have a motion?
Second.
Motion on the floor and a second. Questions, comment? Call for the vote.
Councilmember Byerly,
Yes.
Councilmember Conklin.
Yeah.
Councilmember Missouri,
yes,
Councilmember Morris,
Yes.
Mayor Long.
Yes. I already asked Craig several times, if there were plenty of the public comments, we'll move on. Unfinished business. 5A, consideration of awarding the bid for Series A and B notes for 2023.
The Concord Public Finance put out the request for proposal, the lowest for each, the Series A 20-year and the Series B 20-year came back from Pitch Bank. You can see the range, all-in borrowing rate at TAP goes from 4.733 for KIT up to 7.229 for the A, and the spread is pretty much similar, only slightly higher for the B. So it is a competitive rate in the market, and gladly has been submitted prior to the next meeting of the Fed. So you escape in case there were another rate hike. Both Jen Karen and Daryl Peck have reviewed this. Jen Karen from Eckert Siemens, who's your bond counsel, will be here at the second reading of the next item, which is ordinance 2023-05. And Daryl Peck will also be here for that second reading and adoption.
Do I have a motion? So moved.
Second.
Floor and a second. Any questions or comments? Call for the vote.
Councilmember Byerly,
Yes.
Councilmember Conklin.
Yes.
Councilmember Missouri,
yes,
Councilmember Brinker.
Yes.
Councilmember Morris,
Yes.
Mayor Long.
Yes. 5B, consideration of ordinance number 2023-05.
Oh, that's what I just talked about.
Yeah.
That's the actual borrowing ordinance. I apologize. For the A and B notes. And right now, as much has been filled in as possible, and it will be duly advertised by Eckert Siemens. Will also be available on the city's website. Right now, of course, some things that are still to be filled in would be the payment record and the amount of each annual payment for the spring and fall throughout the course of the loan. That'll be something that Concord will finalize and will be included in the final adoption, but the dollar amounts are included in the draft.
And what I hear you make a motion.
We do.
I have a motion for, do I have a second? I have a second. Any other questions, comment? Richard, you don't want to critique the ordinance? or-
Actually, I do,
There you go.
but I didn't bring it with me. There was one section in that ordinance where it seemed to me that the syntax had completely broken down. But rather than hold us up now, Greg, if I just email my concern and you can tell me that I'm wrong, as
I
you
will.
usually do.
I call on those more qualified than I to tell you that you're wrong. No, I will, run it past, whatever you have, I'll run past Jen Karen.
Where does, when we've sold these notes, where does that leave us in terms of headroom under our debt limit?
We will know that at the next borrowing, I will be able to tell you. I just finished the borrowing base calculation, so now it has to go to, DCD under the local government debt act, and, they will tell us what our updated figure is. All in good time.
You have. That's it.
Thank you, Ms. Moore. Anything else? Call for the vote.
Councilmember Byerly,
Yes.
Councilmember Conklin,
Yes.
Councilmember Missouri.
yes,
Councilmember Pritchard. Councilmember Warren,
Yes.
Mayor Long.
Yes. I see consideration of the award for paving for portions of East Bald Eagle and Ray Streets, Big Rock paving.
This is the bid award for Big Rock paving. We received a favorable bid for $170,660. This is the CDBG paving project. Has funds from 2019, 2020, and 2021. And it came in under budget, so we're looking to stay on for more three. If eligible, so. Recommend we award the contract and get started. This job of entry is already out. And I believe the security are done as well, so we're gonna get started as soon as possible.
Go ahead, motion.
So moved.
Motion on the floor and a second. Any further questions, comments?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We will update this on the civil space, so anyone living in that stretch, East Bald Eagle Street and Ray Street, and product for notifications will notify everyone when the paving starts. So they people can move their cars and create.
Okay, great.
Yeah, is that all of Ray Street?
Yes, well,
Okay.
no, it's only the section by the airport.
So Main Street.
Yeah,
Towards the
East Bald Eagle.
Okay.
And then up on it goes down.
Yeah, yeah.
Any other questions? Okay, call for the vote, please.
Councilmember Byerly,
Yeah.
Councilmember Conklin.
Yeah.
Councilmember Missouri.
yes,
Councilmember Pritchard. Councilmember Moore.
Yes.
Mayor Long.
Yes. We have any other unfinished business, Greg?
I have none, Your Honor.
New business, 6A, consideration of appointments to the fire department relief driver and auxiliary drivers.
The Fire Auxiliary Board has requested the council appoint Travis Conway as a relief driver for Citizen Tow Company. And also auxiliary drivers Jonathan Plessinger, Derek Hoover, and Josh Kepler.
Do I have a motion?
I move the advice of the fire advisory board in appointing the relief driver position and the auxiliary driver.
Go a second.
Second.
Motion floor, a second. Any further questions? Call for the vote.
Councilmember Byerly,
Yes.
Councilmember Conklin.
Yes.
Councilmember Missouri.
yes,
Councilmember Pritchard.
Yes.
Councilmember Morris.
Yes.
Mayor Long.
Yes. 6B, consideration of appointing the city manager as the authorized officer to pursue unclaimed property.
I am a member of the Association of Professional Municipal Managers through the Pennsylvania Municipal League. Some managers choose to join that, some choose not to, some who choose not to, let's say, are managers at like you would. So while I was there, the Pennsylvania State Treasurer had a booth, and Lock Haven does have, what, 1, 2, 3, 6 unclaimed property, which are actually, local services tax payment that got crossed when you went from Bud Beers as treasurer. They were still issued in Bud Beers' name, but Angela Black was treasurer. So as nearly as we can tell, they were returned to CVS to be corrected, and that they were sent to unclaimed property. So part of what is required is this letter for council to consider to appoint me as the city manager, the employee who is responsible to act on behalf of the city to file a claim for the unclaimed property. It's not a lot, it totals $1,421. However,
Every little bit helps.
every little bit helps.
Do I have a motion?
Second.
I'm not very gonna go slow second.
Motion I have. Okay.
Motion on the floor in a second. Do I have any questions or comments? Call for the vote.
Councilmember Byerly.
Yes.
Councilmember Conklin.
Yeah.
Councilmember Missouri.
yes,
Councilmember Brinker.
Yes.
Councilmember Morris.
Yes.
Mayor Long.
Yes. Any other new business?
No, but I will point out that, the representative from the treasurer's office that was there, his name is Casey. He's one of the deputy treasurers for the state. He is the Lock Haven University grad.
FYI reports, the old phase updates.
I will remind everyone that the Economic Partnership Timeout and Picnic is coming up. The picnic is in July. I assume the usual suspects will be going. And so I'll just confirm with each of you and we'll get that registered and get your ticket. Drawing your attention, the YMCA pool is having a grand opening with a tour. And also, there's a grand opening for Rico's Titles and Tags, which is over next to the dry cleaners on 6/14 at 11:30. And all council members, of course, are invited to attend.
All right. Anybody have anything else for you for help?
I have, go ahead. No, please.
Go ahead.
Just for those who are concerned, there were 3 water leaks today. All the leaks have been fixed. And the crews are currently cleaning up at the sites. The boil water advisory is still in effect. We have to get 2 tests in a row back. Also, the tank in Castanea has been completed and did finish its test. And so that'll be able to be put back in service. It actually was, but it drained. So that'll be and so we will continue to update people through Facebook and on the city's website with the boiler water advisory.
Do you have anything else before I go to council? Steve?
It is summer and I know we haven't had rain. So I don't mow my grass as often as I should. Because you don't have to, it's not grown. But it seems like it's time of the year that we remind people when they mow grass, not to mow it out into the street. And also, if we could, off the top of your head, review the grass ordinance for height and what the process is. There is a subject up on South Summit Street, and the grass is as high as its desk. So I think it's in process, but it's slightly, it looks bad. It lowers evaluations in the neighborhood, and everybody else is trying to keep the planting flowers and takes care of their lawns and everything in their houses. And I'm sure that's not the only one in the city, but
It is not. In fact, the police have issued more than 30 warnings so far this year to people. After they issue the warning, then it's 10 days. And when they issue the warning, they post the property and also send a certified. So 10 days after that, they can cite people after they have been cited, and it still is not taken care of. The city's crews can do it, and then we lien the property or the value plus the cost of the lien. So just so everyone's aware, if you're banking on the city mowing your lawn, each lien is more than $350. So you probably don't want to consider us for your lawn care and maintenance services, because we're pretty pricey. So probably better to find someone else to do it.
And I understand it's a daily,
It is a
fine,
daily
it's
fine.
a daily thing, so the fine is $300, and then the next day it's 300, the next day it's 300, so. If those are in progress now, homeowners need to step up, take care of it, because we don't want to mow the grass.
No, we have a lot.
We have lots of.
Grass, no.
Thank you.
Anything else?
If I wanted to go for a walk at the dam, can I get into it or is it blocked off that I can't?
You could get in, as of last week, you could get in, because I walked in. I walked in, not from the side I wanted to, but I couldn't find my way in, I don't know why,
If you
I've
get
been there before.
if you get a hold of Tony, he can probably either take you up or arrange to take you up if you have some free time. Because they do go up maybe once or twice a week. And there's a haul,
Progress meetings coming up, you could ride with them to that.
yeah.
I just didn't know if I went up there, I'd be a screwed off or blocked off.
Well, I was up on the weekend, so there was nobody there to escort me.
If you're there on the weekdays, see.
Maybe just you, Jeff.
It is monumental.
It's that.
Like,
Hard to believe.
Pictures are great, but it's,
You look how big that guy is.
yeah, I mean, I'm just curious to
There's an awful lot of concrete. It's like,
take a gander.
The mountain
A lot
could
of
stay
rebar.
put.
what?
The mountain will stay put.
That
We have
will,
enough concrete on it.
that's not one of it.
It's not moving.
Anything else? Anyone? Do I have a motion to adjourn?
You do.